The 4-day work week is an old idea showing new promise. A new study from Boston College focused on 61 British companies with the shorter week. Workers reported less stress, more satisfaction, and much less burnout.
Less stress, more satisfaction, and less burnout. That should be the goal. There are multiple ways to make a profit. See, there's a righteous way to make profits. But none of these companies are taking that course because guess what? There's no consequences and repercussions. Okay, I'm about to dip back in. Let me stay right here. California Democratic Representative Mark Takano recognizes that and is reintroducing legislation he brought to the table last year that would make the 4-day work week a reality. Last week, Rep. Mark Takano reintroduced a bill in the House that would make the 32-hour work week a national standard and lower the threshold triggering overtime compensation for most employees. Good for him. The previous iteration of the bill did not get a hearing in the committee last year and could have a tough path to the floor time in a Republican-controlled House, but Takano is enthusiastic about its potential to help American workers. Amen to that. Thank you, Washington Post, for this reporting. The bill has been endorsed by 4-day week Global, the American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organizations, better known as AFL-CIO, Service Employees International Union, SEIU, baby, and the United Food and Commercial Workers Union. Go ahead. And Takano, Rep. Takano tweeted this. Let's put up his tweet. The data is in and the time is now to modernize work culture for the better. I'm reintroducing the 32-hour Workweek Act to allow workers to begin reclaiming their time and their lives with no loss in pay. Amen to that. Your thoughts on that, Mayor?
Listen, we got to acknowledge this. Even before this study, let's just be honest. An anti-union person came up with the idea of a 40-hour work week. Henry Ford, right? Henry Ford said, "I'm gonna make my work week 40 hours so people can have 2 days off." But what people didn't understand was Ford wasn't trying to give workers 2 days off so they can relax. He knew they would spend more money, they would need more cars, so they would be traveling. He was trying to sell more cars, but what we also know is there's no science behind working people 40 hours. Actually, what that study from the British, from those companies, those 16 British companies showed us, or European companies showed us, that people are equally or more productive when they're working 6-hour work days and 32-hour work weeks. What we saw was that extra 8 hours does not produce anything. Here's what our fight is gonna be. And we're gonna need those neoliberals to put their big boy shoes on. We should not allow them to make this about cutting people's pay because we're cutting hours. Because people can be equally productive at 32 hours and should get paid the same amount. So we shouldn't start talking about cutting wages of people because they're working less hours. That is old idea that they're gonna try to throw into this conversation and monkey it up. And what you said was real. It's gonna be extremely hard. This was in the Washington Post. It's gonna be extremely hard to get a hearing in a Republican Congress, but it didn't get a hearing in the Democratic Congress. That reminds you that our enemies, if you are working class and poor, it ain't one party. It's all of these rich folk that are benefiting from businesses paying for their campaigns.
There it is. I mean, they could have did that in the 117th Congress, but they did not when they had full control. But here we are. But you know what, the mayor and I, good on Representative Takano. Good on you, brother. Keep on introducing it, all right? Keep on pushing it.